Cardi B didn't spend Valentine's Day with Offset, she spent it with an NFL star. Cameras caught her outside a Miami hotel just after midnight, dressed in a silver skin-tight gown that turned every head. But the man waiting inside the black SUV wasn't her husband, it was football star Stefon Diggs. TMZ said the two painted Miami Bodak Yellow. Showing up together on the most romantic night of the year, the timing couldn't have been louder, just months after Carter filed for divorce.
I still don't believe that these two will ever be separated, and I think this is one of those relationships that they'll embarrass the fuck out of each other. By the way, it's not the first time that Offset has accused her of having sex with other men or cheating on him, but they still stay together. And this is one of those things, they bring us into their drama and they have a who could embarrass who more contest, but then they're still gonna stay together.
The pictures told a story no caption could hide. Meanwhile, Offset's Twitter went wild. Had he last week, by the way. He posted before deleting it, a clear jab that fans instantly linked to the viral photos. So what really happened that night? Was this the end of hip-hop's most chaotic marriage, or the beginning of Cardi's next chapter? Because the man in that car wasn't just a friend, and what followed would shake the internet all over again.
Okay, so I want to ask you this as a man.
That
women want to know, why do men cheat?
Like, when I did do that, like, I was in a different space. I was young. I had just got married. I'm getting a lot of money. Really, it was communication. We got married, and then our communication was good, but it wasn't like, I wasn't saying my wants and needs and vice versa. So it was like, sometimes you feel like you'll bump heads when you're not communicating, because it's like, it's hidden gems. I was young. I was on different shit. Like, I was on lean and shit too. Like,
right.
I was making bad decisions, not really realizing it's affecting my family instead of just me thinking about my own. Like, but then when I grow past that, all my growth, why you think she loved me how she loved me? Like, my growth, I done showed, like, I'm a real one. Like, I'm not gonna do this. I ain't gonna play with you. I ain't gonna keep playing with you. And then, cause it's affecting you, and it's heartbreaking. It's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Cardi B and Offset weren't just a couple. They were hip-hop royalty. From red carpets to chart-topping collabs, they built an empire together. But behind the diamonds and luxury cars, their marriage was a roller coaster that never stopped shaking. It all started in 2017, when Offset proposed on stage during a Migos concert. Fans went crazy, calling it the most hip-hop proposal ever. But months later, cheating rumors started surfacing, and Cardi made headlines for calling him out. Live, unfiltered, and unapologetic. They split, reunited, and split again, each time louder than before. In 2020, Cardi officially filed for divorce, calling it a final decision. But just weeks later, they were spotted celebrating her birthday together, dancing like nothing had happened. Cardi even said she missed her best friend. And just like that, the cycle continued. Still, by late 2023, cracks were showing again. Offset was accused of messaging other women, and Cardi began dropping cryptic tweets about outgrowing people. Then came the big one, December 2023, when she confirmed she was single for a minute. The post went viral instantly, racking up millions of views in hours.
I don't care to find out, because I've been single for a minute now, but I have been afraid to, like, not afraid, I just don't know how, like, to tell the world. But it has been like this for a minute now, and I wanna start 2024 like fresh, open. I don't know, I'm curious for a new life, for a new beginning.
For fans, that was the end of Cardi and Offset. But for Cardi, it might have been the start of something new. Because not long after that breakup, someone else entered the picture. And that someone wasn't a rapper, he was an NFL star with a reputation of his own. Before the Miami hotel sighting or the Valentine's photos, the Cardi B and Stefon Diggs story began as just whispers, sparked by none other than DJ Academics.
Offset went through her phone and called her texting a nigga, some dog-ass named Stefon Diggs, some football player, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you, I heard that name fucking 5 other bitches. It's kind of crazy. That is the bitch fucker. He done everybody's hoe in the game. You know what's so funny? This is what I heard. I'm gonna tell you everything I heard. I heard Cardi didn't even fuck the nigga. This is what I heard, honestly. I heard she didn't fuck him, right? But she was texting a nigga, entertaining the nigga.
In October 2024, during one of his infamous live streams, Academics dropped a bombshell. He claimed that Cardi B was secretly dating NFL star Stefon Diggs and that she had left Offset for him. He even added fuel, saying Diggs had a history with women tied to rappers, hinting that Cardi was just the latest headline in a messy crossover between hip-hop and the NFL. The internet went wild. Screenshots, TikToks, and tweets spread faster than fact checks ever could. Within hours, the rumor turned into Cardi's dating a football player, even though there wasn't a single photo to prove it. Then Cardi finally finally responded, but not how people expected. During an Instagram live, she laughed off the gossip, calling it insane and so crazy. But here's the twist. She never denied it. Instead, she joked, "I'm gonna let people think what they want to think." That one playful line flipped everything. Fans took her laughter as a hint. Blogs called it a soft confirmation. Suddenly, what started as an unverified claim turned into the biggest rumor in hip-hop gossip. And just when everyone thought it was all talk, the first real sighting changed everything. Up until early 2025, Cardi B and Stefon Diggs were just a rumor. But that changed one wild night in New York City, when the internet finally got what it wanted: real receipts. It was the first week of February 2025, and witnesses spotted Cardi B and Diggs at a high-end nightclub in Manhattan. Cardi showed up in full club mode, shimmering outfit, signature confidence, and surrounded by friends. But as the night went on, fans noticed something shocking. Diggs was there too. According to multiple reports, the two were seen dancing together in VIP, and one short video clip appeared to show Cardi giving him a playful lap dance. TMZ later confirmed the sighting, and just like that, the rumor turned into something real. It wasn't just gossip anymore. This was the first time Cardi and Diggs were physically seen together. The internet exploded. Blogs called it proof. Fans started digging for more photos, while Offset's name began trending again for all the wrong reasons. Insiders said he wasn't happy, and soon after he started posting cryptic tweets, but that meltdown comes later. For now, this was the moment everything changed. The whispers had turned into evidence, and the Cardi-Diggs connection had officially entered the real world. But if New York was just the teaser, what came next on Valentine's Day was the full movie. Miami, February 14th, 2025, the night everything changed. After weeks of rumors, whispers, and blurry club videos, Cardi B and Stefon Diggs were finally caught in full view, and the setting couldn't have been more romantic. Around 1:54 a.m., TMZ cameras captured Cardi and Diggs arriving at a luxury Miami hotel just hours after Valentine's night wrapped up. Cardi stepped out in a sparkling silver dress, every flash from the paparazzi bouncing off her like a disco ball. Diggs, dressed in all red, matched the Valentine's vibe perfectly. Red jacket, red cap, and that confident energy that made the moment feel like a movie. One photo showed Cardi leaning into his black SUV, her face inches from his as they talked through the window. It wasn't staged, it wasn't business, it looked personal. TMZ called it painting Miami Bodak Yellow, and fans agreed. This wasn't friendship anymore. It was the first undeniable proof that the NFL rumors were real. Social media exploded. Bloggers called it her soft launch. Others said Offset finally got replaced. Even EFE News noted that the sighting came 6 months after Cardi's divorce filing, a timing too perfect to ignore. At this point, Stefon Diggs wasn't Cardi's secret NFL lover anymore. The whole world had just seen him, but Offset saw it too. And his reaction, that would turn the internet upside down. The Valentine's photos had barely cooled before Offset lost it online. Just hours after the Miami sighting of Cardi and Stefon Diggs hit TMZ, Offset fired off a series of cryptic tweets that had the internet saying one thing: jealousy. First came the tweet, "Had you last week, by the way." Fans immediately took it as a shot at Cardi, implying he was still seeing her even while she was out with Diggs. Minutes later, he doubled down with, "My new botch batter." That one sealed it. Everyone knew who he meant. Blogs ran headlines like "Offset's Twitter fingers strike again," and "Offset just confirmed he's pressed." Screenshots flooded social media. Fans dragged him mercilessly, calling his posts bitter ex energy and the definition of can't let go. But Offset didn't stop there. A week later, he was spotted at a club with Sky Marlene, one of Diggs' rumored exes. It was such a petty move that even the Shade Room called it an Olympic-level reach. Cardi, meanwhile, stayed quiet, almost too quiet. Then she posted a series of stunning photos on Instagram with the caption, "My new looking like a trophy walking." No names, no tags, just pure energy. Fans knew exactly who she was talking about. Offset was tweeting, Cardi was winning, and the internet decided this was no longer a love triangle. It was a public scoreboard, and Cardi was up by a mile. But just when things started to cool off, she and Diggs made their next move in front of the whole world. By May 2025, Cardi B and Stefon Diggs weren't hiding anymore. They were front row center stage. On May 12, 2025, the pair showed up courtside at Madison Square Garden for a Knicks playoff game. No disguises, no sneaking around, just smiles, hand-holding, and prime seats right next to Mary J. Blige. It was the kind of public move that said everything without a single word. The cameras loved them. Every time the Jumbotron cut to Cardi, Diggs was right there laughing beside her. People magazine called it the couple's first official appearance, and fans online dubbed it the soft launch of the year. What made it hit even harder was how different it looked from her old days with Offset. There was no tension, no chaos, just two people vibing in public like they belonged there. As one viral tweet put it, "You don't sit front row in New York with someone you're trying to keep a secret." Then came June 2025, and Cardi dropped the post that ended all speculation. An Instagram photo of her and Diggs on a yacht, sunlight, smiles, and all. That one picture turned months of gossip into confirmation. At that point, Offset wasn't imagining competition, it was right there on the Jumbotron, and now on her feed. But once Carter made it official, the internet didn't calm down. It went nuclear, because now everyone had to pick a side. Once Carter and Stefon went public, the internet turned it into into a full-blown civil war. Within hours, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok were flooded with memes, some hilarious, some brutal. Fans compared old pictures of Cardi looking exhausted next to Offset with new ones of her glowing beside Diggs. The captions said it all. Sis leveled up. Others joked it was Offset's karma, finally watching his ex thrive with someone calmer and more successful. One viral post read, "When your new man plays defense and your ex couldn't even defend your heart." It racked up thousands of likes, but not everyone was celebrating. 3 fan camps formed overnight: Team Cardi praising her for finally moving on, Team Offset calling her hypocritical for possibly cheating while pregnant, and Team Mind Your Business just here for the drama. Podcasts joined in too. On Shannon Sharp and Osha Cinco's show, the two laughed about how Diggs pulled Cardi B and how Offset must be punching the air right now. Even sports fans who'd never cared about celebrity gossip suddenly had opinions. Through it all, Cardi stayed unbothered. She posted business promos, fashion shoots, and vacation clips, never once mentioning Offset. Her silence spoke louder than any tweet. In the court of social media, Cardi didn't just win the breakup, she became the symbol of leveling up. But what came next wasn't just gossip, it was personal, and Cardi finally decided to speak for herself. When the rumors first exploded, Cardi laughed them off. On an Instagram Live back in late 2024, she called the internet insane and the gossip funny, refusing to deny or confirm anything. She smirked, shrugged, and told fans, "I'm gonna let people think what they want to think." That playfulness was peak Cardi, keeping people guessing while staying in control. But fast forward a few months, and everything changed. After months of being spotted with Stefon Diggs from clubs to courtside, Cardi's tone softened. The same woman who once joked about the insane rumors started dropping hints of something real. Her trophy-walking caption already said plenty, but by September 2025, she didn't need to hide behind emojis anymore. On NBC's Today Show, she opened up, "I would get married again, I believe in love, I'm like a hopeless romantic." Then came CBS Mornings, where she got even more personal, saying her new man makes me feel safe and very confident. She never mentioned Diggs by name, but the look in her eyes said enough. And then came the biggest reveal. Cardi announced she was expecting his baby. The once insane rumors had turned into something real, grounded, and emotional. She went from brushing off gossip to quietly building a family. From chaos and headlines to love and safety, Cardi didn't just move on, she found peace. Just when everyone thought Offset had moved on, he found a way to drag himself back into the story. In November 2025, a viral screenshot began circulating, a supposed post from Offset saying "my kid lol," claiming Cardi's newborn with Stefon Diggs was his. The internet went wild, blogs exploded, and within hours, Cardi fired back. She called the claim harassment, saying she'd been dealing with the same behavior for over a year. In a deleted post, she warned it could get real nasty with just one upload. Offset's team scrambled to do damage control, releasing a statement to E!@News, calling the viral screenshot completely fake and insisting Offset had nothing to do with it. His rep said he wishes Cardi nothing but the best, trying to cool things down, but fans weren't convinced. The timing, the tone, it all felt too familiar. Then Offset appeared in an interview saying, "That chapter is closed, it's all love and peace." But behind the calm words, fans noticed he dropped a subliminal lyric in a new song, "How You Married and Still Given Birth." Widely believed to be a jab at Cardi, publicly Offset preached peace. Privately, Cardi's posts painted a different story, one of exhaustion, frustration, and fear. She made it clear she was done playing nice. At that point, the message was simple: Offset could talk all he wanted, but Cardi had already turned the page. Behind the flashy headlines and viral posts, Cardi's situation came with real legal and business consequences. By mid-2024, she'd officially filed for divorce from Offset, but before the paperwork was finalized, she was already expecting her first child with Stefon Diggs. That created a strange legal wrinkle. In some states like Georgia, a child born during a marriage is automatically presumed to be the husband's, meaning on paper, Offset could have been listed as the baby's father until lawyers corrected it. It sounds dramatic, but in reality, it was mostly a matter of paperwork. Cardi's legal team quietly handled the acknowledgement, ensuring Diggs was legally named the father. There was no courtroom fight or public filing war, just the routine legal cleanup that follows when timelines overlap. Still, the situation fueled gossip, especially after that viral "my kid lol" post made rounds online. Cardi's frustration over people mocking such a personal legal issue was completely understandable. On the business side, Cardi's empire didn't take a hit. Brands didn't drop her. Not Playboy, not Whipshots, not any fashion partner. She kept promoting products, filming ads, and even launching new campaigns through early 2025. The scandal didn't shake her sponsors. If anything, it boosted her visibility. Meanwhile, Stefon Diggs' image stayed spotless, even landing a major contract with the Patriots. For both, the message was clear: handle the legal stuff quietly, keep the money loud, and stay focused. After all the chaos, Cardi B didn't just bounce back, she leveled up. Fans call it the Cardi glow-up era, and for good reason. Gone were the days of messy headlines and public heartbreak. In 2025, Cardi shifted her energy from drama to domination, and the transformation was impossible to ignore. Professionally, she doubled down on what built her empire. She wrapped up her long-awaited album, secured more fashion deals, and stayed locked in with brands like Playboy, Whipshots, and high-end designers who saw her as a walking headline. Even through the gossip storm, no company backed away. If anything, Cardi became more valuable. Her numbers stayed strong, her engagement spiked, and her confidence showed in every post and appearance. Meanwhile, fans couldn't help but compare her glow with Offset's chaos. She looked happier, calmer, and more focused. Her baby announcement with Stefon Diggs sealed the narrative. She had traded stress for peace. Online, people joked that Offset didn't just lose a wife, he lost his whole brand storyline. And Diggs, the quiet NFL star, became the symbol of stability. While Offset was posting subliminals, Diggs was showing up, supporting, and letting Cardi shine. By the end of 2025, it wasn't just that Cardi replaced Offset, she replaced her old life. She went from a public breakup to private happiness, proving that sometimes the biggest revenge isn't a clapback, it's glowing louder than ever. Cardi B's story isn't just gossip, it's a lesson in power moves. She went from public heartbreak to private peace, and somehow turned scandal into strategy. Offset might still be talking, but Cardi's living proof that silence and success are the loudest clapbacks. But this story isn't finished. Sources close to her say she's working on something major, a project that could flip the industry again. Some say it's music, others say it's a docu-series that tells her side of everything, unfiltered, uncensored, and ready to shake the culture all over again. One thing's clear, the Cardi B we see now isn't chasing validation. She's building an empire, and if history tells us anything, when Cardi moves, the internet stops. So hit that subscribe button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned, because if the past year taught us anything, Cardi B's comeback might just be the start of her next takeover.